Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the DnA podcast. I'm your host, Darius Dominguez.
I'm the co-host, Andrew Matos.
And on this week's episode, we're going to be talking about Among Us.
And this week's episode, we're going to talk about the BORAT movie on Amazon Prime.
BORAT, yes, he's back.
Yes.
And some new Spiderman news.
And much, much more.
On this episode. So, before we go any further, we have our first giveaway.
Yes, we do.
On the podcast.
It's the Gears of War on the Xbox, but unfortunately, if you see on the camera, it has the Ultimate Edition, Gears of War 2 and 3. Ultimate Edition is already being used, so you get 2 and 3 for free. So,
there you go.
Right?
So that's our giveaway.
That's our giveaway.
To win these codes. Oh, by the way, if you're not watching, it's for Xbox One.
Yeah, it's for
the
Xbox
codes are
One.
for Xbox One, not PS4.
Yeah.
So to enter into this giveaway, all you have to do, it's very simple, is go to our official Instagram page, which you can find in the description on YouTube, and the details section on any podcatcher you listen on. Go to our official Instagram page, follow, and go to our latest post and just comment Gears of War. That's all you have to do. Go to our official Instagram page, which you can find in the links below. Go to our last post and comment Gears of War. That's all you have to do. And you can win.
You have a chance to win.
You have a chance to win
2 and 3.
Yes. Oh, and they're digital codes. It's not a
digital.
disc. So we can DM. We're gonna pick a random person who comments Gears of War to win this giveaway. Keep in mind it's Xbox One code once again, and we'll DM you with the code, the winner, and it'll be on next week's episode. So we'll announce the winner on next week's episode, and we'll DM you obviously. So let's get into it.
Very good.
We're gonna talk about Among Us.
Yes.
I know you haven't played it yet.
No.
I only started playing it this week. It's blown up. It's probably the hottest game out right now.
Yeah, I see. I heard.
It's for free on Android. Not Android, sorry, on mobile.
Oh, okay.
So iOS and Android.
Yeah.
But you have to pay $6 for it on Steam. On Steam to play it online.
They're most likely going to release this on Xbox and
I think eventually it's going to get onto PS4 and the big consoles.
Yeah.
It's too big to not make its way there. And for them to improve graphics and add more game modes and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
It's way too big of a game. I think they have to be. I don't know. Maybe they won't. But anyway, this is an incredibly fun game. If you play it on Discord with your friends and you do the muting properly and you play properly with like a couple friends or even randoms you can get together, this is a hilarious game to play. Most people know how it works, but basically, let's say you have 10 players, you can choose 1 to 2 imposters. So you're on like a spaceship or whatever, and the imposters sabotage the rest of the people. But and you can kill players or whatever. Nobody knows who the imposters are, so you kind of have to, you have question periods at the end of a round, I guess. Or if somebody finds a dead body or notices something suspicious, they can call a meeting, and then everyone talks and discusses what's going on. But you can sabotage other people, so you could be the imposter. And you can be like, I think it's so-and-so because they followed me into this room, and then people start questioning them. So you can kind of sabotage people and try and make it to the end and win, right? So it's a fun game. I've enjoyed playing.
So there's another one too that blew up, I think it was last month. It was Fall Guys as well.
Fall Guys is another one that blew up.
Fall Guys blew up. Yeah.
And notice how a lot of the games that blow up and get really good press and people are free and very simple concepts, right? After playing both, they're both like kind of fun games, especially if you're playing with friends.
Yeah,
or whatever.
absolutely.
A good time. They're a good time. Among Us is just like it's really good.
See how independent indie games are exploding now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's interesting how everything's shifting a little bit, right?
But they always blew up back in the day too as well.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
But I think it's more so now. I don't know. 2 weeks ago, I had no idea what this game was, and now I'm playing it with friends every day. It's hilarious, right? It's a good time.
And there's another game I've been playing too. It was quite fun. It's called Super Blood Hockey.
Super Blood Hockey.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a big title.
No,
but
it's like under the ground title. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Under the radar.
Under the radar type of thing. It's fun, man.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's like ice hockey on the NES with Blaze of Steel goalie type of thing.
Mixed, yeah.
And then so they introduce they have different game modes. So you can play 4 against 12 people.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
could
you can
get fun.
and then you have full 12 on 12.
Yes.
Hockey players on each ice playing.
That's pretty cool.
And then in the franchise, what they introduced, like you're a coach
Yeah.
that has he was going to the office for for a meeting, and then there's two guys hold the gun up in the guy's the guy that was interviewing the head.
Okay.
And then that's the story that was so far. And then what happened was that it's like you don't have enough funds to make a hockey team.
Right.
So he the guys knocked him out. And then there was they're in the hospital, and then they ripped off his organs.
This is all in a hockey game?
This is all in a hockey game. It's
What?
crazy, I
That's
know.
crazy.
It's crazy. And then the doctor give you $10,000 to start off, like
Start
in the league, right? So
to
like
start,
you start on like a down league.
Right.
So you have to recruit prison inmates to play hockey.
So that's where the blood hockey comes in.
Blood hockey comes
Okay.
from, and then it shows like it's cool, man, and it has like it shows like what strength and power you have to for the slapshot and all that stuff, typical stuff in hockey, and they have like injuries for the head. So if you get like a guy that is like maybe like almost 80%, almost about to die,
Right.
and then when you play hockey in the ice, and then you go to the fights and stuff, you like punch the guy, and then you have like different like injuries, like this guy's kidney hurts, this guy's arm hurts,
So
like
he's
broken.
out for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, it's the
so on
time.
and so forth. Yeah.
Then say like your player gets hurt like really bad, he's in the hospital bed. You can either end his life and get another prison inmate, or you can like do surgery and keep
That's
him on.
crazy that this is all in
Yeah,
a hockey game.
Yeah.
Now, is this on console?
Yeah, this is on
So-
PS4, Xbox, and Switch.
And it's not free.
No, this one I think it's right now. I think it's 20
Something like
$20
around that range. Yeah.
But I got it on sale for like
Canadian.
Yeah, Canadian.
Canadian.
I got it on sale for like $13-12. I just started
Oh,
playing.
wow.
I started playing last night. It's phenomenal, man.
It's fun, yeah.
Yeah, it's
a fun
fun.
little indie game, right?
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah.
There was another one a few years ago, old time hockey or old something.
Yeah, that
hockey
one you
I
mentioned.
I got a few years ago. That was pretty fun actually too.
Yeah,
But this
yeah.
one sounds pretty.
Yeah, it's
there's
cool.
that sounds like very in depth and
Yeah,
like a cool
depth,
little story,
like for a
right?
hockey game.
For a hockey game, that's
Yeah.
like super in depth.
It's actually a really cool game.
But there's so many, so many indie games coming on the scene
blowing
now.
up. It's blowing up. That's why I represent them. I buy their titles, like their products.
You'd rather play indie games, like
indie games. Yeah. There's so many good ones
for
out
sure.
there, you know what I mean?
And going back to Among Us too, like it's not just a regular game. Like you have to communicate. Like it's not.
Yeah, you have
You know
to
what I
see
mean?
who
Like
the
it's
imposter is.
You know,
You know what I mean?
not even work together, but you kind of have to communicate and give good
And-
reasons, and
yeah,
people will question you, and you have to be like, oh, I was here doing that, because I've had times where I'm not the imposter,
Yeah.
and people will come back at me and be like, what were you doing? And I'm like, I panic even though I'm not the imposter, and I'm like, I was in this room doing that, and they're like, nah, he's lying, and they vote you out, and then you're not even the imposter. It's so like it's fun though. It's fun, and then like trying to sabotage other people when you are the imposter, and like it's a good time. It's
That's cool.
It is a fun game. So I'm happy it's blown up. I enjoy playing it.
Yeah, I hope it comes to consoles.
I hope it does come to consoles, and I hope it's done properly where it mutes everyone during the round, like automatically, so you can play it a little bit better. Or you can play it in a party, but everyone has to mute themselves.
Or you just like mute yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I can definitely see this coming to console soon.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
it's huge right now. So okay, Borat.
Yes, it's coming back. Yay.
So obviously Sacha Baron Cohen. He's one of my favorite. I don't even know what to call him. Comedians?
The comedian actor.
Just the way he makes his movies, one of my favorite of all time.
He's hilarious.
Because it's just the stuff he comes up with, and he started it. Because there's other guys like Eric Andre who have their own show that does the same kind of comedy, like where nobody knows what's going on. He goes into public places, but he started this kind of film genre.
Like he did Bruno. He did the
exactly.
What was it? The LL.
Oh, Ali G.
Yeah, Ali G. Thank
Ali
you.
G.
Ali G.
That's classic. I
Yeah,
remember growing up with that.
And he started Borat.
And he started Borat, and so the first Borat came out 14 years ago, and it was the title.
Oh, wow, 14 years ago.
I know,
Jeez.
insane. 2006.
Wow.
I'm trying to find the title because they're ridiculous. These titles. This is why I'm bringing this up. Not only because I'm excited for this movie, but I'm bringing it up because the titles for both movies are insane. So the first Borat movie is Borat: Cultural Learnings of America for Make Benefit Glorious Nation of Kazakhstan.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
which came out in 2006. And I thought that title, it's hilarious, but the movie's Borat, right? You just call it Borat.
Exactly.
So this one's not even called Borat 2. They're going with Borat subsequent movie film. That's the name of the movie. But the actual name of it is Borat Subsequent Movie Film Delivery of Progenious Bride to American Regime for Make Benefit Once Glorious Nation of Kazakhstan.
Holy!
That's the whole title of the movie.
That's a mouthful too.
And I was also watching a little, I wouldn't call it documentary, but basically when they were shooting the first Borat movie,
Yeah.
I found this interesting. When they're filming the first Borat movie, they went to Kazakhstan to actually film it. But he told them they were making a documentary about Kazakhstan. So he's doing his stupid stuff, and they're all like, he's just making a documentary.
Yeah.
And then he makes this stupid movie
yeah.
and makes them like kind of look bad, right? Or like, I don't know, not look bad, but like it's not true. They were lied to, basically, is what they're saying.
Yeah.
So then for this movie, they're like, if he ever comes back, we'll kill him. If he comes back to film something else, we'll kill him, right? So for this movie, he goes back.
Oh,
he's there in the beginning. In the trailer, if you watch the trailer, he's there again. He's like, I'm back. And they're like, they have like planks of wood and stuff, running after him. He's like, I'm back. So I'm excited for this movie.
Me too.
What do you think about
Yeah,
Borat?
I can't wait. When is it coming out? October 23rd?
I think October 23rd. I had written it down, but I don't. It's October, that last week, kind of October.
So I think, it's around that area. Yeah.
And the other thing, too, is it's coming out on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, Amazon Prime,
Prime Video. So that's pretty... I'm glad I have it, because now I can watch it.
Yeah, I need to.
I'm surprised it didn't come out... I'm surprised Netflix didn't grab something like this.
I know.
But Amazon gets it, so...
Yeah, it is what it is.
But I'm glad that it's not coming out in theaters. I'm glad that it's coming out
just on
online right now, because we've been talking about this the last few weeks. I'd rather just watch movies online right now, right?
Exactly.
So I'm glad it's coming out with that. It makes me more excited to watch it, because the day it comes out, I'm just going to watch it, right?
Yeah.
So, very cool.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait till I watch it, so.
Also, I know this is a thing, when he does his little skits, because he does different characters, right?
Yeah,
obviously, like we mentioned Bruno and whatever. Sometimes he does stuff in certain parts of the world where he can die.
Yeah.
People will kill him. So they said that he almost died 3 times filming this movie.
Oh, wow.
Which is a lot.
Yeah,
One time is a lot.
I know. That's crazy.
He said there was really risky and dangerous scenarios, which I watched the trailer and I believe it.
Oh, I believe it
Because he does some crazy stuff.
Yeah, I believe it.
And that he also had to wear a bulletproof vest 2 of the days while they were shooting.
Damn.
So I'm excited to see this movie. Because I like his humor.
Yeah,
I like
his humor, yeah. He's just a funny guy.
He is a funny guy. And like he can shift characters, and I like it because it's so nobody knows it's coming. Nobody there knows. There's no actors, right? Like there's one thing to have a movie where everyone's an actor and it's funny, right? But this is just, it makes you feel awkward, right? Like I like that. It's kind of like The Office, if you ever watch The Office.
Yeah, I watched a few episodes.
It's kind of super awkward. That's why it's funny. Like it makes everyone feel uncomfortable, right? So that's why
he did 3 movies that was actually hilarious. It was Talladega Nights with Will Ferrell.
Yes.
He did The Dictator.
Dictator. A lot of people don't like that movie. I thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was funny too. I thought it was
really funny.
And then what was the other one? Oh my god.
The Brothers Grimsby.
Yes, thank you.
Movie. That movie is messed up.
That movie's hilarious.
It's hilarious, yeah, and it got really bad reviews because it's very chaotic, chaotic, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But it's hilarious.
Yeah, I was freaking laughing.
All of his movies are just stupid. If you like stupid fun, just watch them. Yeah, his movies are great.
Exactly, just watch his movies.
Exactly, don't go in there thinking it's gonna be like a history documentary. Go in knowing
or
it's
like a stand-up comedy
or something. Yeah, go in thinking it's funny. The other thing too is, did you know he voices the I Like to Move It guy from Madagascar?
Is it him, really?
It's him, yeah.
Oh, really?
And I think he said it's Bruno's voice, like a mixture of Bruno's voice, and he mixed with something else. But I didn't even know it was him.
I didn't know either. Until you just told me.
Yeah, he's the voice actor.
Wow,
I found out this week. I had no idea. All these years, I had no idea he did the voice for the guy from Madagascar. That's imprinted into my brain, that song now. That's crazy. But yeah, that's Borat. New Borat movie coming. Should be good. And soon.
Yeah, that's
a lot of stuff coming out, like Mandalorian we mentioned too.
Yeah, that's right.
So we got our PS Plus games are coming out.
Yeah.
Obviously every month.
Yep.
So the ones for October were announced.
Need for Speed Payback and Vampire.
Now, I think Need for Speed Payback is a pretty good game.
Yeah, I heard it was good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, let me start off by saying last month's games are better. Let's just start with that,
it was.
Right?
Yeah.
But this is not too bad either, because sometimes they come out with games like games of the month, the PS Plus games, and I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But Need for Speed, at least I'm kind of.
This Need for Speed, I heard was decent, but you have to like do it's like grinding. So like
Yeah.
you get a card and you have to like make it, like perk it on your vehicles that you're driving the game to make it like go faster, have better brakes and all that stuff.
And all that, yeah.
You know, it's
which makes sense.
Yeah, but
it's
like,
a lot of grinding, right?
But it was a lot of microtransaction things back in the day. I don't know how they did it now.
Right.
I bought
I remember,
the freaking thing.
I remember the first Need for Speed on PS4 was people did not really like it.
The original, like the first one
on PS4.
Out? Oh, when it first came out.
When it first came out, I don't think
that was.
I don't know. I might be mistaken. I think
no, it's just Need for Speed.
It's just Need for Speed,
yeah,
right?
It's just Need for Speed.
I think it was that one people didn't like. It got pretty like bad reviews.
I'm surprised.
Or it was the game after that. There's something about I think it was too many microtransactions or too much.
Maybe this is the one then.
Maybe it's this one. I get lost. There's so many Need for Speeds I got lost with the.
Okay, so there was actually two that came out originally for PS4 and Xbox.
Yeah.
When it first came out, it was Need for Speed Rivals, and then it was Need for Speed, just Need for Speed.
Yes.
Then it was this one, Payback. Then it was Heat.
Gotcha. Heat just came out.
Yeah, Heat just came out.
That's true.
Yeah.
And the other game this month
is Vampire.
What do we
With a
think?
Y.
What do we think? Weird, right?
And I bought this freaking game too, like a genius I am.
Yeah, that happens with so many games.
Yeah, but it's such a good deal. I paid for like $8 for it.
Okay, then it's not bad.
You
You're
know
not
what I
really
mean?
losing.
Yeah,
if you
exactly.
If you pay like $40, then I would be upset.
Yeah, I'm just but
like
like Need for Speed, I paid like $15.
But that's back when it came out.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So you can't really compare.
Yeah, that's
but like
true.
at the same time,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
unfortunate
Like,
that it's free.
For what I heard, the storyline for this one, Vampire, it's like it's in the chaos of the Spanish flu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then all the people, like a lot of people are sick.
Right.
And then you can like take it's like an RPG, like sort of like Dark Soulish type of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know
so that kind of like
like kind of gameplay.
Yes. Okay.
And then you can like take people, follow them in the alleyway, and you can like suck their blood and stuff like a vampire does.
This is interesting.
And you can like gain powers and gain abilities. And if someone sees you, like, oh my god, he's a vampire.
Yeah.
You know, and you can like.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I might give it a try.
Yeah. That's what I heard for the story. I haven't played it myself.
Okay,
so.
I got you.
So.
I'll try it. It's free, right?
Yeah.
Try it.
Not a bad month for PlayStation Plus.
Not bad. There's been way worse months.
Yeah, Farming Simulator. I don't want to
Exit Farming Simulator.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
Actually, they had a couple really good months during, right when COVID hit. They released some pretty
they
games.
did. No, they did.
But there's been months like even at the end of last year where it was just like whatever games they were just throwing them away.
Yeah, I
right?
know, exactly.
So like that's okay though. Another game I wanted to mention since we're like on games is Tony Hawk.
Oh, the remaster.
The remastered 1 and 2.
That game is so good.
So good. A lot of people are saying it's awesome. And
it's the originals are the better ones.
Are the better? Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Right? So, and this is remastered. Like,
yeah,
this is
and it's such a good game.
It's awesome.
It's really good.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's good. You know, reviews are good. Obviously, because it's basically the same game. It's just remastered. So obviously,
it's 1 and 2 remastered.
Yeah, so obviously it's going to be good. I just think it's crazy that like a game or something that big, because any other year like a release like that is huge, right? And it's like almost buried this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like how crazy is that?
It
like
is.
how many big games are coming out and consoles?
Yeah.
And it's like buried, which is pretty crazy.
There's another game coming out. It's coming out remastered. It came out on the PS2. I just noticed this last night. I was checking on PlayStation on the store. It's called 13.
Okay.
So it's like a comic book shell shaded like first person shooter. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool, because I seen gameplay of it back in the day. I'm like,
Give it a try,
interesting,
right?
yeah. But like at the end of the day, like I saw the gameplay for the PS4 version. I'm like, oh, so they actually like revamping, you know what I mean? It looks interesting, actually, to tell you the truth.
Okay,
So
well,
I never really actually played it myself, but
worth a try.
yeah,
probably,
when it
right?
actually comes out.
When
But
it
I'll
comes
wait
out,
until like it comes out on PlayStation Plus.
And yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So
Get those deals.
yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly. Yeah.
So some like pretty huge news this week,
Oh yeah.
and we're gonna talk about this for a while. It was reported that I don't even think it's a rumor. I would say it's a rumor. It's a rumor.
Yeah, what's a rumor?
It sounds like Jamie Foxx is in talks again to reprise his role as Electro in the newest Spider-Man movie.
That'll be awesome.
Spider-Man 3 in the MCU.
That'll be awesome.
The other thing is J.K. Simmons, who plays...
Yeah, he might come back too.
Exactly. He might come back.
Because he wasn't far from home.
Well, they interviewed him.
Yeah.
They reached out to him. I saw this on Twitter. They reached out to him, and they're like, "Are you gonna come back to play Oh my goodness,
J.
Jonah Jameson.
Yeah.
And he goes, basically, what he said is, I'm not going to say yes or no, but probably. That's basically what he said in short.
So probably means yes.
Yes. So I think he's coming back. So that's pretty cool that they're bringing these well-known faces
and
back.
And he's doing like a online thing now. Like
it's more of a video show than
show.
Newspapers. I think that's cool.
It was like in the news. It was like in the Spiderman game that came out.
The games, yeah. He's on the radio or
talking.
Exactly, yeah.
Spider-Man's a menace and all this.
Exactly.
You know
so
I mean?
it's a little bit of a different
like take to it.
But it's like every movie we've seen throughout the years.
Yeah.
You advance with the technology. You go with the times, right? So maybe he's not a newspaper guy anymore.
And they were saying that
but he's part of the.
They were saying that when Tobey Maguire was the Spider-Man, then he wasn't working like in the newspaper. Daily Bugle, isn't it?
Daily Bugle.
Yeah. And what happened was that they were saying that they might carry the storyline throughout Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Oh, really?
That's what they were saying.
Huh.
That's what they were saying.
That's what they're saying.
Right. If anything, I know Tobey's gonna come back. Hopefully he does, because I wish he does.
Hold that. Well, we're gonna talk about.
I hope he does.
A multiverse. We're gonna talk about it.
And then after, the new Doctor. I'm just gonna wait.
We'll get to that.
Yeah,
we're gonna get to that in a second.
We're gonna wait.
What I want to bring up is a lot of people criticize the Amazing Spider-Man movies because they are terrible.
They are, but Andrew Garfield was a
great Peter Parker. Great
Peter
act.
Parker.
A lot of people are like, "Oh, he was a good Spider-Man, but not Peter Parker." Blah blah blah. And Tobey Maguire is better at this, but no, he's a great actor.
He can act.
He was in the Social Network.
That was a really good movie.
Amazing movie, and his acting. That one of the greatest scenes when he walks in and throws everything.
Yeah,
whatever at the end. One of the greatest scenes. You were about to bring up a movie. I know the name. Hacksaw Ridge. Hacksaw Ridge. Right. That movie's great. Great actor. He's a great actor.
He does a good job. He can act. If you really wanted to.
It's no secret.
Yeah,
he can act.
Absolutely.
The downfall of the Spider-Man movies he was in was not his fault.
Oh,
it was more writing.
It was more Sony side.
What I'll say is I also agree with that in terms of Jamie Foxx. I think Jamie Foxx played Electro awesome.
Yeah,
he was one of the best parts of the movie.
That's the thing too, because now in that Spider-Man universe with Andrew Garfield, he was obsessed in the second one with Spider-Man.
With Spider-Man.
Yeah. So this one they were saying that they're gonna tone that down. They're not gonna make him as obsessed.
Because what's his name? Dylan.
Max Dillon.
Max Dillon. His character is kind of obsessed with Spider-Man. And then it they played it right. His character at the roots is obsessed with Spider-Man, but he kind of turns on him when he becomes Electro because he thinks that nobody pays attention to him, whatever. That's the whole character of Max Dillon, right? Yeah. So they did that right in the movie. They played that well, but I think they did it too much, like you said.
Yeah, they did too much.
Too much, right?
Yeah.
So I'll be happy if they tone it down because that's what makes him.
I'd be happy too.
That's what makes him a better villain because I feel like in Amazing Spider-Man 2 it was too much of they're not paying attention to me, nobody likes me, blah, blah, like too much of that. Like it just every scene they're talking about that, right?
Exactly.
Get your point across. That's the reason he's becoming Electro, and then go with it. Yeah, he's Electro now. Just go with it. He has different motivations, right? So, okay, and I think he was one of the better parts of that movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? It's just that those movies weren't good. So him coming back to play Electro, double thumbs up for me.
Me too.
I'm happy with it.
Me too.
That being said, we have a Doctor Strange movie coming out.
Yeah.
That actually, I heard a rumor that they're going to start filming at the end of this month.
Damn.
So it's starting soon. There is a rumor out there about a multiverse, which I don't even think is too far-fetched.
Well, that's the name of the movie.
Right. No, but I mean actually...
doing the multiverse?
What's going to happen in the multiverse.
We
know that it's Doctor Strange. It's in the title of the movie, right? We know that. But I'm saying there's rumors of what will happen in said multiverse, right?
Multiverse. You
that includes... you want to bring it up? The different Spider-Man?
Yeah, so if they end up bringing the Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, dude.
Game over.
That
would be amazing.
All
3 generations?
Exactly.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
And I would really like to see... obviously Tobey Maguire. He's a little bit older now, but you can play with that.
But that's the thing, because when they did the Into the Universe with
that's who that character is.
Yeah, that's why the Peter Parker one.
Exactly. It followed the same story.
It followed the same story.
If you watch the beginning of the movie, it follows the same story as Tobey Maguire's character.
If they go that route, dude.
And you know what? I think they will.
I hope so.
Because I think Sony. Okay, remember last year they lost the rights, or Sony pulled Spider-Man back out
That's
of the MCU.
right, they did. Yeah,
and then they had discussions, and now he's back for at least one more movie, and we know that he's in the MCU.
but now they're saying that Sony might extend the contract
with the MCU.
Yeah, with the MCU.
That's what I'm getting at, because Sony is still making a bunch of money because the MCU or Marvel is making these movies great in their storyline, which is
why
successful.
would not you just do it? It's making you money.
And Sony's making all the money off the movie.
Exactly.
So why wouldn't you just leave it in the hands of and let them do their story?
Let them do the story.
Exactly. And if he's in the hands of MCU or Marvel, if he's in the MCU, you can do a multiverse like that with your characters from the other Sony movies.
Now that's the thing too, because now Tom Holland is gonna make hopefully make a surprise role in the new movie Morbius.
Yeah, I heard that too. As Spider-Man.
Yeah, as Spider-Man.
Well, obviously.
yeah, and I think, or just Peter Parker. I think he's just sees him for a little bit.
Or
and that's it.
He'll be in there.
Yeah, he'll be in it.
He'll have
and
a
then
role.
Venom 2.
Yes.
Venom 2.
Which I think they're gonna start connecting things, and
they will.
You know what I mean?
I hope so, man. Because if they do, just take my money.
I think Sony's gonna, instead of pulling him out like we saw, and they put him back in.
Yeah,
they're gonna come to certain deals where Venom can be in this movie and Spider-Man's gonna be in the movie
like
with
I said,
them.
man,
they're gonna start. I'm telling you,
if they do, just take my money.
Exactly.
Just take my money.
In the next few years, I think they had to start with the backlash that Spider-Man 3 got, the original one. Mm-hmm. I think they had to start a lot of things because then they rebooted it and it was not good either.
Yeah.
And you have one of the hottest characters in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So I think they had to restart a lot of stuff and start building up stuff on its own again. Mm-hmm. That's why they put Spider-Man in the MCU to help Iron Man build them back up and create the storyline again.
Yeah.
And same with Venom. They gave him their own movies to run with so he can establish those villains on the side so then people, you know what I mean?
No,
like
absolutely,
they start establishing stuff and then they'll bring everything together and it all makes sense. Instead of just like, you know what I mean?
2 years, it's going to be all about Spider-Man.
I think so too. I think he's going to be the Rock for the MCU. You know
He's already the Rock for MCU.
Pretty much, right? At this point, with Iron Man and all the big players gone, he is the Rock.
Because there's a movie that we're going to mention for our review later that he made his appearance.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
So, it's going to be good. One thing we see now is they're bringing back old villains. Like, remember, especially with the Amazing Spider-Man, those movies coming out, they didn't want to redo any villains that were already done, right? Except for Green Goblin, they did it wrong in the Amazing Spider-Man 2. But anyway, we're not going to get into that.
Yeah, I know.
Now they're starting to bring villains back and redo them. So like Electro, we've already seen him, especially as Jamie Foxx.
And they were saying that they might just have a standalone movie just called Spider-Man versus Sinister Six.
I've heard about that too, but I think it would be a Sony title or something like that.
I think they're gonna fold their hands on MCU.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I think that it's 2000. It's the end of 2020 right now. I think between now and 2025, Spider-Man's cinematic universe, whether it be in the MCU or just Sony standalone films like Venom, is going to be so like in depth. Like
absolutely,
so many movies are going to come.
Absolutely.
I think in 5 years, right?
So they already have the Sinister Six.
They were building it up. Do you remember in the Amazing Spider-Man 2? Sony was building it up. They wanted to make a movie.
I think they're going to continue with that though.
I think they're going to build off of what they were doing there, but bring it in the MCU. If that makes sense.
Okay, because if that's the case, they already have Scorpion.
They have Scorpion at the end of...
They have Vulture.
Yep, exactly.
They have Mysterio. He's not dead.
No,
he's not dead.
No, he's not dead.
You know who else?
No. Oh, well, if they bring in Electro now, Electro.
Oh, that's right. So,
I think he's
Electro.
technically part of the.
Yeah. So
Six,
you're right. Yeah, Electro,
and then you could just bring
four.
in. You just bring in.
You just bring in Rhino and Sandman. That's
you can bring in Rhino. Rhino's one of those characters. He can just show up and we accept it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't even have to have a backstory.
Please do not bring the suit for the love of God.
No. Make it
like a big gigantic guy, like Juggernaut, like CG.
Make it like the original.
Yeah.
Rhino.
If they do, then I'm okay with that.
But you know what I mean? Like, Rhino's one of those characters that he could just show up and we're like, okay, no, like, I understand that.
Yeah.
He doesn't need backstory. We know Rhino. He's
Rhino,
here.
yeah.
But, like, if you want to bring in Dr. Octopus, let's say, you need
that's true.
You need a little bit more building, right? But I think they can... I think they're building to something. I'm telling you, this 5-year window, there's a lot that I think is already written out in the studios.
Already planned.
That is already kind of planned, and things will change as we go, obviously, but I think there's a lot... they're already working on that. We don't.
And we forgot to mention too. Shocker was in
Homecoming. That's what I mean. They kind of put these characters there. I noticed they did that with the Amazing Spider-Man movies. They'll just kind of like put these characters randomly in 1-2 scenes, and then you're like, oh, maybe we'll get back to that. So I think they're eventually going to get back to that. Right?
Yeah.
So because Shocker's another one. So They have. I'm telling you, they're
I'm
building
telling
something.
you, these 2 years are exciting for Spider-Man just in general.
Exactly. And
he's gonna make the big splash in Marvel.
And I mentioned Dr. Octopus because he's technically the leader of the Sinister Six.
Yes.
But there's variations throughout the years in cartoons and whatever where there's a Sinister Six without him.
Yeah,
right?
sure,
It's just 6 villains, right?
Yeah.
So maybe they don't include him or he comes later. I don't know. There's so much that they can
there's so much, exactly.
do. And plus, Jamie Foxx's Electro thing is just a rumor. And they could do 2 villains in one movie. We don't know what's going to happen,
Yeah, we
right?
don't know, yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm excited for it, though.
Me too, absolutely.
I'm
me too.
super excited
Like
for
I
it.
said before, just take my money.
Yeah. And it's coming out just over a year's time. So, November 5th, 2021
Yeah,
is when it's
2021, yeah.
apparently going to come out. The other thing, too, is Batman's coming out a year from this week. So we got our trailer, but because of everything that's been going on, now we have to wait a year for the movie to come out, which kind of sucks, but
it is what it is.
I'm excited. That's another movie I'm excited for.
Me too. I can't wait to watch that.
But yeah, Spider-Man and the whole MCU. He's The Rock now, so wherever they go with these movies, like going forward, because Black Widow, like we talked about, kind of is more background story. I think going forward, these movies are going to be still. Still going to be really good.
It's going to be good. But like for DC too, I like what they're going with the route as well. What they're doing?
Oh, I do too.
They've
made a complete 180 for me. Like they're doing really good stuff.
There's rumors too that Christian Bale might make an appearance as his Batman.
But that's the other thing too that they've been saying, that all these Batmans are going to come back, right? And play their Batmans.
Yeah.
So there might be a multiverse thing going on
because
there
now
too.
I think they're going to film soon the Flashpoint Paradox movie.
Yes.
If they do that, if they do that, just like
it's
DC's
back.
DC, what they did at the beginning was kind of bleh, but like I give respect for what they did with Man of Steel.
There's some movies that are good.
Yes. You know what I mean? But like they continue on after, but it made it good. But now they're just like boom.
Now
boom,
they're making.
Boom.
I think they're making big hits now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think someone there understands now,
like what's going on,
what works.
Honestly, the best DC movie I've seen, like general so far, is Wonder Woman.
Yeah, it is.
It's
a good movie.
Yeah, it was really
100%.
How they did the character and everything.
Yep,
phenomenal.
You're invested in it, right?
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
there's a lot of other movies that don't have the same
like punch to it.
Yeah. I agree, 100%. Want to move on to our next topic?
Absolutely. Yeah,
we're going back to video games.
Oh yeah,
Call of Duty Cold War.
Yeah.
It's because you don't like COD.
No,
you like COD.
I do. It looks good.
Have you seen the Zombies trailer?
I did.
That looks amazing.
Yeah.
I'm biased because I played Zombies. Black Ops 1 Zombies in my heart.
But like, it's gonna be that type of zombie that you have to open like 5,000 things to open this generator, and then after you have to open another.
No, they said they're going back a little bit.
To the original?
Not original, but they said that it's gonna feel more like. Because they said Black Ops 4, they kind of messed up. It was too much like, you have to get this thing, and like it's too difficult.
Even Black Ops 3.
Black Ops 3 is pretty insane too for that. But they said that this one, it looks like it's heading back a little bit in the more just for fun direction. Which,
if that's the case, then okay.
Thank God.
Then yeah.
That being said, I saw the trailer, and the map is an updated version of the original map from World at War.
Really?
The little bunker, yeah. So if you watch the they have a trailer where the directors are talking about the map or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's the original map, Nocturne and Toten or whatever,
okay.
redesigned. So there's something with the storyline,
but bigger.
But way bigger, yeah,
okay.
And it has like a basement with it's like a government facility or something. Apparently, it's the same map but in a different universe or something like that, or universe. So it's like a parallel universe.
Interesting.
Or whatever. It is interesting, and there's a whole zombie storyline with it too. So it's pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah, there's always go with the zombie storylines in these.
I love that game mode so much.
Honestly, I YouTube it the other day and I just watched the whole story.
It's like an hour long, right?
Yeah,
or something like that. Dude.
I just watched it.
I've been following that since like World at War, like because
World at War is hands down the best one.
Oh yeah. Well, it's such nostalgia for me. Like
that one, it's pure nostalgia.
Yes. That's like, to me, that's what Call of Duty is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that era, World at War, COD 4, MW2. That's what Call of Duty is to me.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree.
And Black Ops 1, I'll include in that too.
Yeah, Black Ops 1 was good for the zombies.
It was pretty good. Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm a big Zombies player, so.
Yeah, I like the Zombies.
I think I'll get this game.
Yeah, I think so too.
But I gotta wait for my digital PS5 first to pre-order it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna rush or anything. you want to get into our movie reviews?
Sure.
Because we got some interesting ones this week.
Yes, we do.
We have one that I would like to talk about for a while, actually.
Yeah, so do I.
So our movies following chronological order, as we've been doing in the MCU. This week we'll be reviewing Captain America: Civil War and Doctor Strange.
Okay.
Let's start with Captain America: Civil War. This is one of my... Okay. When the trailer first released with Spider-Man at the end, I've never been so excited for a movie, I think.
Me too.
When I saw that trailer. I've never been like, I just want to watch this.
I totally
right
agree.
now.
I was like excited.
Damn.
I was excited.
I was like, there was rumors that he was coming, right?
And then it showed?
But just the way they brought him in at the end of that trailer, I was like, it's game over.
Yeah.
Like, the MCU's changed.
Yeah.
Like, this is sick.
Exactly. I totally agree.
I like the way he's portrayed, because this is the first time he's really on screen.
Yeah.
In the MCU. So I like the way, you know, he kind of came in like
how,
a little kid and he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, what to do. Like, and it's like talking to Tony in this apartment with his aunt. I don't know why. They should have made Aunt May a little bit older. But
I agree.
But it's with, I forgot her face. Marissa
Tomei.
Tomei,
Yeah.
She's gorgeous.
Yes.
She's gorgeous. And it's like, yeah, you have a good-looking aunt. That's what Tony said.
I think,
you know what I mean,
and she's a good actor too. Like she's good to play Aunt May, just a little bit younger than I think Aunt May is actually supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think they wanted to put a little bit of a dynamic with Tony Stark there too. And plus, like if you look at the Tobey Maguire movie, he's supposed to be like 16 or no, just graduating like 18 or whatever.
Yeah,
he looks like in that movie, Tobey Maguire is almost like 30.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
He looks like he's 25.
Yeah, he looks
right.
like 25.
And Aunt May looks like she's 77. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, she's supposed to be a little bit older, but I don't hate it. I guess her being too young, I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either
because Tom Holland does at least look like he's a teenager still, right?
Yeah,
like in high school.
That's true. Too,
so I don't know. It kind of works out for me, but anyway. The action in this movie is sick. Like, this is the first time that they're all, like, fighting each other. It's sick. Like, just the way they're trying to outsmart each other.
They introduced two characters in this one.
Two characters, yes.
Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. Black Panther, and they introduced Spider-Man.
And you're right. You remind me, actually, this was the first time I think we saw both of them on screen in the MCU. And then Black Panther got his own movie. I think the same year, actually.
No, I think it was...
Or 2018? 2017, something like that? Yeah,
I think it was 2017.
Probably.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but around the same period. It came out right after. Yeah.
2017.
So, both introduced. Pretty sick action scenes and story. I like the Star Wars reference where Spider-Man takes down Ant-Man with the ATT.
You ever watched that old movie with the walking thing?
Yeah. Pretty funny.
And it's like, and after War Machine's like, this...
Where'd you find this kid?
Where'd you find this kid?
Yeah. No, it's a solid movie.
Yeah, it's good. The storyline's good. It's just a guy wants the Avengers to fight against each other.
Yep.
Because of what happened to Age of Ultron. What the hell? I forgot.
What is it exactly? I think Captain America is against Tony's idea of building.
It's about free will.
Yeah, that's all it is. You're right.
You know what I mean?
So, you know, the Avengers basically split in half.
So they want the government, the general guy from Hulk. He was talking to the Avengers, saying like, we want to put a restriction on you, not to cause too much damage of the cities. And Captain America's like, yeah, but we save your lives and we save the people.
Right. You know, otherwise, it's just everything dies.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's true. It's also like that. I've been seeing these memes on Instagram and stuff where it's like superheroes. Yay, we saved the city, and then it's like the city, and it's a picture of a city with like it's like destroyed and on fire. Yeah. Right. Exactly, which is so true because if you watch the first couple Avengers movies, like everything's just destroyed, but at least I saved the Earth. Right?
Yeah, you saved the Earth. Yeah.
But like, still, really good movie. One of my favorites in the MCU.
Me too.
Definitely one of my favorites. Me too. Yeah. You know, first time we see Spider-Man and
Black Panther.
Yeah.
And Bucky too.
And Bucky, yeah.
Bucky comes back.
It's a good ending as well. Do you want to do ratings for it now, or talk about Doctor Strange and give both ratings?
No,
we'll give ratings.
Yeah, I'll give ratings first.
What do you think of this movie?
This one?
Yes.
I'm gonna give it a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it an 8.5. Still one of my favorite movies.
I'm gonna give it a 9. This is like my top 5.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
Movies.
I think so too. But I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
There are some things in it.
9. Sorry.
Yeah. There are some things in it, like some of the CGI to me just doesn't look like there's when they're standing off against each other, you can tell some of the characters are CGI.
Yeah, absolutely.
It just bothers me.
Yeah.
I get why. It just still bothers me. Yeah, but not too much to complain about in this movie. Like, it's a solid movie.
Like if it's on television or if you want to watch it again.
Replay value, 100%.
100%.
It's a fun movie.
Such a good movie.
Yep. Really has like its emotional moments because they're fighting each other, and then also has like some comedy, like Spiderman, like just funny. And like the banter he's having with the guys he's fighting with.
I like the in the airport when Bucky and Falcon were like running. And
where did they find
fight?
these guys?
It's like, that's a metal arm. That's so cool, dude.
Like, it's funny. And then like they're running, and he starts running on the glass.
Yeah.
And I think it was Falcon was like, where did they find these guys?
Yeah, it's like
everybody's got a gimmick.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a gimmick. Yeah, it's funny.
And after he's like, web him on the floor, and he grabs Falcon grabs his little jet thing he has.
Yeah.
He carries Peter away.
Yes. Yeah.
And he's like, did you use that earlier? I was like, I hate you. You know what I mean?
Hey, buddy, I think you lost this.
It throws it back.
Yeah. Some good moments.
Yeah.
Like, it's a solid movie.
Yeah,
like I
absolutely.
said,
So for me, 9 for sure.
We'll move on to Doctor Strange. Now, I'll start off by saying, out of all the characters in the MCU, Doctor Strange still hasn't really grown on me. Like, he's not one of my favorites.
He will.
I think he will eventually. I like the concept. You know what I mean? I like the concept. But he still hasn't really.
But he is the most powerful human in the MCU.
100%, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying.
And they introduced another Infinity Stone in this one.
They do, yes. So everything starts to come together towards the ending. Yeah, 100%. I think it's a pretty good movie. I don't remember too much about it because I don't know if it has that much replay value to me. I'm not. Well, maybe.
I don't mind it. If it's on television, I'll watch it again.
You'd watch it?
Yeah.
I don't know if I would. That's what I'm saying. That's just my personal opinion.
It's cool, like how he was a neurosurgeon.
Yeah.
Neurosurgeon. No, something like that. And then he got, he was going fast in Lamborghini. He crashed his car, and his hands started shaking because of the nerves. And
that's
then
the story.
He went to go see someone, and he said like I was paralyzed, and they put a spell on me, and I could start standing again. You know what I mean?
It's a interesting
concept.
Character.
Yeah,
he's an interesting.
And then he went to go.
He's actually a very original character.
Yes.
Like not a lot of characters.
No.
A lot of characters in the MCU have similar storylines. You know what I mean? Like their background
him is just original.
Very unique. Yeah, exactly. That's one thing I like about it. Ratings.
I'm gonna give this one a 7.5.
I'll go. Okay, I like to go different than you. I was thinking 7.5 too. I'll go with 7.
Okay.
It's not one of my favorite movies. For me, it doesn't have replay value. Really, I've watched it, and I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'd watch it again. Just move it on. There's maybe better movies in the MCU. I'm not saying it's a terrible movie. It's definitely not a terrible movie. I just don't know if I'd watch it again, or all that stuff.
Well, at least after credits, and you see he talks to Thor.
Yeah, that's cool too. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It has its moments, 100%. All the movies have their moments. Right?
I like the part 2 when Doctor Strange, like, he finally gets the cape.
Yeah.
And then he goes she wears it.
Yeah.
And he's like running. The cape's like, no. It's like, grab the weapon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It has like a mind of his own type of thing.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that. And he can float and everything.
I think there's a moment like that in one of the later Avengers movies, maybe Infinity War.
Yeah.
It kind of right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of. Where they're in the street.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking of that one.
Yeah,
but I'll give it a 7.
Yeah, I'll give it 7.5.
It's definitely not the worst movie, but for me,
until the new one comes out,
I don't know.
2 years.
It looks good though.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I watch all the movies.
Yeah,
right?
me too.
As they come out. But yeah, I think we'll move on to a different topic. One thing I wanted to bring up that I didn't mention to you. Or I did mention it to you, but I didn't put it in our show breakdown. But so this past week, this is gonna come as a shock for a lot of people. I watched The Matrix for the first time.
I know.
For the first time in my life.
Final freaking lead.
The first time in my life, because it was just on Netflix, and I was like, you know what? I've never watched it.
I'm surprised the second and third one
aren't on Netflix. I know, that's weird.
I saw it. I saw the first. I saw the second one and third one on Amazon Prime Video.
You can buy them on Amazon.
Oh, you can buy?
You can't watch them on Amazon.
I swear the last time it was available.
No, if you search it, it's there, but you have to buy it.
You have to buy
You're buying it off Amazon. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's stupid.
It's like you're buying anything else off Amazon. That's how that works. You're buying the movie.
I swear last time you could watch it. I guess they changed it now.
It's off of Prime Video. There's Prime Videos you can watch movies.
Oh, that's
right?
stupid.
But it's not part of that program. It's just it's there, but you have to buy it.
That's stupid.
Yeah. So I don't know how I'm gonna watch the second and third one. But
I
the first one,
I have it on Blu-ray if you want to watch it.
there you go.
And I'll let you
Well, I don't know if I can watch it on my PS5 because I'm gonna get the digital.
You can watch it on your PS4.
Yeah, that's true.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, it's a really good movie. Obviously, everybody knows this. It's a sick movie. It's an interesting concept. Maybe we're.
Do you know the storyline it's about though?
What do you mean?
Like for the Matrix, what?
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, you do?
I think so. You go ahead, explain.
You want me to explain? I don't
Please
want to
explain on the podcast.
I don't want to ruin it.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Ruin it. I watched the movie.
No, but the second and third one, it actually explains like what's going on.
We'll give a short little. Maybe to some people, you know what? I think some of the generation now won't even have never watched the movie and might not never watch
And
it.
they
So
wanna
give a
know-
little synopsis.
Okay,
Give a little
so-
sneak peek.
Remember the end when he gets shot,
Who gets shot?
Neo?
Yes.
Okay. And,
Yes.
And he comes back to life because what's
I
her
forget
name?
her name, but she
Trinity.
tells him,
Thank you.
Trinity.
Trinity. Yes.
Yes.
She said like she went to visit that. What's that woman? The orphan?
The
No, the orphan.
no, definitely not.
Oh my God!
Not an
What's her
orphan.
face?
Oracle.
Thank you, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, dude. I haven't watched the movie so
I
long.
was gonna help you out, but I was
Yeah,
like,
I was like,
funny.
orphan? What? That make no sense. That's a show.
She goes to see Oracle and she tells her,
Yes, that whoever's the one I'm gonna fall in love with.
but yes,
So she ends up falling in love with Neo from the beginning,
Yep.
when it first sees him.
because the prophecy is correct.
The prophecy is true, yeah. And then when he gets up and he's like, blocking his movements, his punches and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
and he stops the bullets. Obviously, he's the one.
He's the one, obviously.
Right?
Yeah.
You know when he goes inside Agent Smith?
Inside, yes.
Yeah, and he explodes him?
Yes.
Okay. He's not dead, by the way.
Agent Smith is not dead.
Nah, he's not.
I assume he was not dead.
He's not.
Yeah.
So, you know those earpieces they have
Yes.
when they communicate? So, in the second one, Agent Smith don't have that shit no more, bro.
Not the earpiece.
No.
Oh yeah.
Because he was connected to the program. And I don't want to explain.
To the Matrix.
Yeah, to the
Yeah,
Matrix, but I don't want to explain too much. In this one, he kind of multiplies himself.
Ah, I see. Interesting.
So when you watch it,
Yeah.
you're gonna see exactly what it means.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Because the second one and the third one explains pretty much everything.
Everything from the beginning.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So-
I got the gist of it.
Okay, what do you think it's about then? Like
The Matrix?
No, like just the gist of it, the storyline so far.
What do I think is going on?
Yeah,
It's pretty obvious. The Matrix is like it's like a simulation.
It's a simulation.
So
yeah.
you're living outside of it, but once you go into the simulation, if you die, it's connected to your mind. If you die, your mind is connected to the
Yeah,
body.
and
The body
you die,
connects to
obviously.
your mind. So you die.
But did you see what's going on in the real world they live in right now?
Oh, like the aliens and whatever.
No, that's oh my god, the Sentinels.
That's Sentinel Prime.
Remember they were like being stealthy and they didn't want to
Yes.
okay.
They didn't want to get caught. Yeah.
Those things, the Sentinels, are connected to the machine world
Which is the real world.
on the top because they live close to the, Earth's core.
Gotcha.
So every how many years? I think it's like 20, 30 years or something like that.
Okay.
Or more than that. Maybe like 100 or something. Whatever. There was people. I don't want to ruin it, man.
Say it. If I watch it, I watch it.
Okay.
People have ruined the Matrix for me like my whole life. I still wanted to watch it. I still watched
Okay,
it.
so in the second one, Neo visits the maker of the Matrix.
Gotcha.
I forgot that
Because he is the one.
Yeah, he is the one.
So.
Yeah, and then he was explaining to Neo that there was others before him that were the one,
Gotcha.
and they failed throughout history
Yeah.
of the human species
Gotcha.
of
So through
surviving the
generations.
war,
Yeah,
the machine world, the Sentinels, and the humans.
Right.
Oh, I don't want to spoil.
Then we'll leave it at that.
Okay, because
If
I'm
anyone wants to watch
definitely gonna let you borrow the second and third one.
Cool. And I will
you
watch them.
watch it.
Yeah.
Second one, hands down, has phenomenal fighting scenes, bro.
Yeah.
It's such
I found
so
that
good.
even this movie was like very interesting cinematography, like the way they shot it, like the
what's
fights.
it called? Like the fighting choreography?
Choreography?
Yeah,
Or, I'm not even saying that right. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah,
I guess.
but it's something like that.
Yeah.
It has good fighting scenes. It's good.
Right. No, it is. It's
You know what I mean?
satisfying to watch.
Yeah.
It's satisfying. Yeah. But yeah, dude, Great movie. I'm very happy I finally watched it.
Like that fight scene with Neo and Morpheus when they're like the guy Mouse
When
went
they're
in.
in
It's
the,
like
yeah.
Neo fighting Morpheus.
Fighting Morpheus, yeah.
And you know that kick? He does a triple kick in the air.
Yeah.
It took him like 30 to 35 takes.
Really?
Just to do that, yeah. And it
Wow.
got pissed. He's like, God damn it! He was getting pissed.
And the other thing I was going to say is
Right?
it took me 10 or 15 minutes into the movie to realize that was Keanu Reeves.
Oh, I'm surprised.
No, it took me like 10.
Wow.
No, because like the movie starts and you've seen, I see like footage or like memes of the Matrix or whatever, and you see pictures all your life because it's a classic movie, right?
Yeah, good old John Wick, man.
Exactly. So I recognize him, and I'm like, I know this actor, and I kept watching, and then there's one scene, just the way his face looked, I was like, holy crap, that's Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And I was like, and obviously the other, there's some good actors in that movie.
Yeah,
like
the three main ones supposedly in that movie is Lawrence Fishburne,
Yes, I know who he was, obviously.
Carrie Ann Moss, I think that's her name.
Who plays Trinity?
Trinity,
right?
and
Yep.
then Keanu Reeves.
And then Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
But it took me a while to actually put
like,
it
actually
together. Where I was like,
understand.
oh my god, because he just looks so different now. I was just
Yeah.
like, oh, that actually is Keanu Reeves.
Yeah,
Wow.
because they were younger at the.
It
He
was
was young,
1999,
little,
right? When the
Yeah,
movie
yeah,
came-
it was.
so
Wow, Jesus.
It's like 21 years ago the movie came out.
Wow,
So that's crazy.
Goddamn.
But dude, good movie. I'm happy I watched.
Yeah, I watched the first, the second and third one actually like really good.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah,
I liked it.
It seems like it would be a good series. I'm gonna finish it, but I'm glad I watched it. I'm very glad.
Very
Maybe we're living in the Matrix. Who knows? Maybe you
Yeah,
have to
what's going on right
figure
now?
it out. Yeah,
it
no,
is
seriously.
Jesus.
Cool concept though. So a few things we want to mention before we wrap up the episode. Steve from Minecraft has joined the Smash Bros. Ultimate,
Yay!
so he's a character you can play as now.
You know how big this is, man.
This is a big deal
Yeah, it is.
because it's Minecraft merging with
Smash Brothers.
Smash. Yeah.
Because Microsoft and Nintendo were like now they're like partners.
Now, yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So like now Steve going to Smash.
Smash is a pretty big deal.
Nobody like there was rumors that he was gonna premiere like before like as a downloadable character like way back when it came out. Now they just introduced him, right?
Now he's in.
You know what I mean?
Now he's there.
So I'm kind of excited that he's gonna be.
It's
in
pretty
it.
good.
Yeah, I have the
for
game.
Smash
I
Bros,
enjoy it. So
he's there now. You can use him.
exactly.
The other thing I wanted to mention a little bit more in depth before we finish the episode is NHL 21. There's more news that's come out. We play the NHL series. If you don't, this game looks like it might be.
You're not Canadian enough.
Exactly. This game looks like it might be promising. They fixed a lot of gameplay issues.
Better.
We'll see. It has to come out on release for it to be. You can't judge anything by the beta. That's what I've learned.
That's true.
They've fixed quite a few gameplay issues and some stuff that people were exploiting throughout the years and made it more realistic. They added some cool deeks, all that good stuff that they normally do every year.
I was gonna ask you because you played the technical test, what they call it.
Test, yeah.
Did they add that feature that you can go like
Sideways?
Sideways to the boards and
Yeah.
like skate?
Yes.
They added that?
It was a little bit broken in the beta, but if they fix it and it works properly, I mean, it's going to be pretty sick to use.
Okay.
You can just bounce it off the boards and you're gone past the guy.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
I heard the goalie's better now in this one.
The goalies, the save animations, brand new.
Final freakingly.
So now instead of just hitting off your guy's like shoulder or whatever and going in, your guy will actually adjust his body to actually make the save.
save or block it or
So
something.
he'll actually adjust his body. They
Finally.
did motion capture with the real goalie, so
Yeah.
it's more realistic the way he moves.
Okay.
And I played it, and it's much better because the way you make saves,
Okay.
like the goalie will
Okay.
actually do realistic movement.
I'm actually like, I usually don't buy NHLs when it first comes out.
We'll see.
We might end up getting this one.
The other thing they added is NHL 94 mode, where you can play NHL 94 with current rosters.
That's what I'm excited about.
And it's not confirmed, but people are, asking the question, and, there's rumors that you could probably play the NHL 94 mode online against other people. Which would be sick. That's unprecedented.
That'd be cool.
That would be really cool.
That'd be really cool.
I'd be happy to do that.
Me too.
And the other thing too is Be A Pro finally has like a story mode.
Yeah,
I don't know
thank
if you,
God.
I don't know if you saw the trailer.
Yeah, I saw it.
But you can buy cars, you can buy different apartments.
Thank you.
You can there's cutscenes with players and general managers, and
Thank
and
God,
you make
man.
and you make decisions. When reporters ask you questions, you can answer in a certain way where your teammates dislike you or they like you more, or you can diss management or diss the
really
fans.
cool.
Yeah, or you can always diss the fans, and then your fan appreciation will go down, and then you can ask for a trade and all this.
See, that's
interesting
why,
stuff.
because I play NHL because it's just to be a pro mode.
Exactly, and now there's a storyline, and the way you play the way you play and answer reporters' questions and talk to the coach can determine how things go. Because like if you always talk well about your teammates and your coach or whatever, then maybe they'll give you first line minutes and you can
like play
become a superstar, right?
Superstar,
and
yeah.
it gives you like a career kind of milestone thing, so you can hit different milestones, and it'll tell you if you're going to be like just a random bum or if you're going to grow to be in the Hall of Fame or whatever. It'll give you like a window of stuff you can accomplish so you can get to the Hall of Fame. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And they have like, it's a bunch of new cutscenes. It looks like a mode worth playing now, is what I'm saying. It looks like a mode that
finally
I would not mind
like
playing.
to tell you the truth, I'm actually like deciding to get the
I'm getting it on release because I always do.
I'm gonna get the deluxe edition.
Well, I'm not sure what I'm gonna get, but we'll see.
Well, that's the one you played 3 days earlier.
Yes, and if you have EA access, you can play it as early as next Friday, a week from now.
Really?
For 10 hours. They have a 10-hour trial, and then it comes out the Tuesday. If you have the deluxe edition.
Okay.
And then the original one comes out the Friday. That's how they're doing it. So if you can get 10 hours to play for free on EA Access starting next Friday.
Okay.
Then after your 10 hours are done or whatever, however you want to space out the 10 hours, everything will carry over to that's the official game. It's just a 10-hour window you get to play. Okay. And then Tuesday it comes out if you buy the more expensive edition, the deluxe edition.
Okay.
And then the base game comes out on the Friday.
So if the deluxe edition, comes 3 days before the actual release date.
Yes.
But you can actually play the full game.
Yeah.
Oh,
but you can play the full game as a trial for 10 hours.
For the EA access.
For EA access.
Okay.
3 days earlier than that.
Okay.
And then once that runs out, all your stuff will carry over.
Yeah.
But once your trial's done, then you can buy the deluxe edition. You can play on the Tuesday.
That's right.
And then 3 days after that, the base value game will come out. The base value game will come out after that. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Let's get in to our favorite segment of every week, of every podcast. It's time for Darius's difficulties and Andrew's annoyances.
Yep.
So I think I went first last week. I'll go first this week.
I think you did.
I remember I was going last for a few weeks, so I'll go first this week.
So, what's your difficulty, Darius?
My difficulty this week is when people walk on the wrong side of a walkway or sidewalk, or another thing that drives me crazy is when there's a bike path and people are still riding their bikes on the sidewalk.
I know, and that's why they have the bike path there.
Exactly. So that really frustrates me. And the fact where you're walking towards them and they're on like in front of you on your side.
Yeah.
And they don't move.
Yeah, it's really
and you
annoying.
have to move for them, like to go around. Like it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's just really annoying when people just do something like that.
A huge pet peeve of mine, and I think a lot of these people can relate to.
Oh, absolutely.
So Andrew, what's your annoyance?
It's when I'll give you an example.
Oh, we have an example.
Okay, so just talking.
Hey, Andrew. I hope if you're not watching, Andrew's on his phone right now. Hey Andrew, what's going on, man? How was your day?
Yeah, sorry, what you said?
Oh, let me just repeat myself because you're on your phone.
That's what it pisses
exactly.
me. That's what pisses me off.
Yes, when people are when you're trying to talk to them, they're on their phone. Yes. That frustrates me as well.
Yeah, that really makes me mad. I'm like talking to let's just say whatever, a random person, and I work whatever, and I say like, yeah, so like. We're talking about like NHL. So like, Tampa might actually win, but they already won. But this is way before. It's like, Tampa might actually win. Dallas is a good team too. Blah blah blah. And they're like, sorry. I'm like,
what? Say that again. Forgot about it.
Yeah.
All right. So before we close this episode, I would just like to say that when we first started this podcast, we were wearing shorts and t-shirts. And recording outside because obviously of the pandemic. We've stayed recording outside this whole time because of the pandemic.
Yes.
As much as I would like to record inside. But that's not going to happen for a little while. Just for the safety of everyone involved. Exactly. But and we all hope everyone who's watching and listening stays safe, of course.
Absolutely. Stay safe. Yeah.
But obviously, as you can tell, we're now wearing pants and sweaters, and it's getting cold because we live in Canada, and it's only going to get colder. So we cannot sustain recording outside when it's snowing. Yeah. So this is the last episode that we are recording outside in this format. This is it. Going forward, we're going to be doing it remotely. So we've already figured out how we're gonna record the podcast and upload it. It'll still be every Monday, same time, same place. But it'll probably, sound a little bit different, and we're going to figure out how to do video too, eventually.
Yeah.
Next week might not have video. We're going to figure it out, I guess, and go from there. Because the weather's not getting any better.
Yeah, exactly.
And at the start of this episode, it was raining, as you saw, so it can be unpredictable too.
Yeah, exactly.
We've been pretty good, actually. I find, up until this episode, the weather's been sick.
Yeah. I totally agree.
But unfortunately, that's the way it goes, right?
Exactly.
But we still want to give you, our reviews and talk about games and whatnot, and what we like to do, right? So, any thoughts on this?
No, like you said, we should do something like that and stay safe.
Yeah, exactly, and
right.
And it'll be easier for us to record as well.
Yeah.
This is.
It will.
It would be easier if we were inside in a studio, obviously, which I would, love to be. And, hopefully one day this podcast can get to that because, after this pandemic, hopefully we can do that. But for the time being, we're going to take it remote. We're going to take it online. Still going to give you all our thoughts and reviews and all that good stuff and keep the good times rolling. But it'll just look and maybe sound a little bit different going forward.
Yeah.
That being said, thank you very much for listening and watching this week. We appreciate it. Don't forget about the giveaway.
Yeah.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Xbox One, Gears of War.
Gears of War.
Remember, as we said at the beginning of the podcast, just go to our official Instagram page, which you can find in the links wherever you may be listening or watching. Go to our first post or our latest post and comment Gears of War. We'll choose a winner on next week's episode.
Very good.
You can find our Instagram, our Twitters, everything in the description as well. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, all that good stuff. But yeah, we'll see you next week. It might sound and look a little bit different, but just stay safe and
just stay safe, take care of yourself, and have a good weekend, and don't do anything stupid, I guess.
Yeah, I will not stop, I cannot stop, I'm gonna win the fight. Always running towards my goals, faster than the speed of light. Flying over any obstacle, I swear that I'm a kite. Every struggle is a blessing if you're looking at it right. Unstoppable, yeah, I'm unstoppable.